Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. I'm here with Brandon. Brandon, tell me, buddy, what's your hustle?
My hustle is reversing cycles of generational poverty here in West Virginia, especially in southern West Virginia.
And now that started off with the Coalfield Development. I know you just gave a presentation. We're here at Meetup 64, and we've got everybody here from Putnam County and from Cabell County and Kanawha County and all places in between. And you just gave a presentation about Coalfield Development. Tell everybody a little bit about what is Coalfield Development? How did that get started?
So Coalfield Development is a not-for-profit organization based in southern West Virginia. I started it in 2010 with other volunteers in Wayne County, West Virginia. For 2 or 3 years, it was a total volunteer effort. And then we hit on something called social enterprise as a strategy. That's a business model that combines a social mission to improve society with the efficiency of business so that you're not just dependent on those grants and donations all the time. And our vision was to bring the economy of southern West Virginia back alive. We incubate social enterprises such as construction company, deconstruction companies, solar companies, agriculture companies. The vision is a diversified economy where lots of different people can realize their potential and their purpose.
And I know that's been a little bit, obviously, especially southern West Virginia. It was very focused on one industry for a very long time. Was that a problem in overcoming that hurdle?
Yeah, I think coal miners are incredible. Coal's really powered this country. It's to be honored and respected. But it's like an investment. You know, your financial advisor is always going to tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It makes you vulnerable. And so I think we honor the commitments of the coal industry, but it did make our communities vulnerable and fragile. And so our vision is not against coal, but it's to say, how do we be diversified to have lots of different viable sectors with lots of different good jobs?
Now, one of the things that you mentioned that I don't think a lot of people really know or appreciate is obviously West Virginia, we do have a lot of bad economic indicators, but one that we do have is loyalty. Yeah. Our workers are very loyal. Could you talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, so something that worries me, we have a low labor force participation rate, and I do worry about that, but we have a very high retention rate, meaning our workers are very loyal. If you measure, which national studies have, how long a person stays in their job from when they start, we rank second in the country in retention. And so we're hard workers and we're loyal and we have a lot to offer. And I think we have more to offer than maybe even we ourselves realize sometimes.
Do you think some of that loyalty and realizing that is why we're starting to get some manufacturing coming into the area?
I do. I think we're seeing a manufacturing comeback in West Virginia. Part of what I work with at Marshall is the Marshall Advanced Manufacturing Center. Used to be called RCBI. And it's incredible the reinvestment. There's an onshoring trend. A lot of corporations that have moved manufacturing offshore are looking to bring it back onshore. And it has to do with efficiency, quality of work, productivity, and workforce. Really investing in the workforce that has the advanced skill sets to operate robotics, to operate systems and facilities based on AI. These are advanced jobs to be very proud of. And I think in West Virginia, we're well positioned to make things and fix things and grow things and build things.
Now, you mentioned working at Marshall and you mentioned the Marshall Advanced Institute for Technology. Do I have that right?
Yep. So since starting Coalfield Development, I'm now the vice president for economic workforce development at Marshall, taking a lot of what I learned at Coalfield and bringing that to higher education. It's the Marshall Advanced Manufacturing Center, which used to be RCBI. And so Marshall's unique. You know, we do world-class research. We have an incredible med school, all of that, but we're also kind of a blue-collar university. We're right next to a steel mill, and our Advanced Manufacturing Center trains machinists, welders, equipment operators, and maintenance workers. And I love that about Marshall, that it's a platform for all the people, whether you're a traditional student or not.
What can you just kind of, put on your forecasting, your future telling hat? What is manufacturing going to look like in the future? Obviously, 3D printing's changing things. There's all kinds of new AIs changing things. How's it going to look here in 10, 20 years?
Robotics and AI are the future of the manufacturing industry. A lot of the jobs, robots will do a lot of what humans do now, but those robots and those machines have to be maintained. They have to be inspected. They have to be kept up to date. And those are actually advanced jobs that pay pretty well. Yeah. So there's still a human role, but it's more advanced and complicated. And a place like Marshall can help develop the skill sets that are needed to stay relevant in that changing sector.
Awesome. And as we're wrapping up here today, is there anything you'd like to leave everybody with when it comes to hustling, when it comes to manufacturing, improving the environment, being part of the community? What would you like to leave people with
We
today?
have a strategic plan at Marshall. It's Marshall for all, Marshall forever. And so what I'd like to leave everybody with is, how do we grow the new economy that our people deserve in a way that nobody gets left behind? That it's for everybody, all the different kinds of people we have in West Virginia, all the different kinds of people we hope will come to West Virginia, to say there's a place for you to realize your full potential and your full power and your full purpose.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being on with me today. Thank you for watching and listening. This is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and always hustle with a smile.